Hey guys, I'm back again for day 23 of my fitness journey. I'm out here today in the Nike React Infinity Run Flyknit 3s. God, that's a long name. It is 19 degrees out here and we're supposed to get a wild snowstorm coming in, wild for these parts, and that'll be tomorrow afternoon, something like that. As a kid, I remember us having crazy winters where we would have 12 to 18 inches easy. You would always see snow on the ground in the winter. Sometimes we would be off of school for a month and a half, and we'd have to make up all that time in the summer. It sucked. But for the last few decades or whatever, there's not been, we would have a snow event in this area, but if you had 6 inches, it was considered a really huge storm. And now we're projected to receive somewhere like 8 to 12. And so you have current 20 and 30-year-olds that have been living in this area and they've never seen anything like it. But for myself and older, we kind of grew up in it, so it's like nothing. Michiganders hear about our totals, especially those in the UP, and they're like, nothing. 8 to 12, nothing. They probably go to school with 8 to 12 on the road. I guess it's all what you're used to. I saw Florida a couple of years back or something. They had received less than an inch of snow, but they didn't have snow plows or anything, so they had guys on the backs of the trucks throwing salt out with their hands. It's ridiculous. So just talking about the shoes a little bit, they were the original Flyknits, the Reacts and stuff. They were released in 2020, I think in January, from what I've read. And then these are the Flyknit 3s. They were released in early 2022, and we've had a huge leap in shoe design as it pertains to the foams used from basically 2020 on. This is a huge jump, and just in terms of the way everything feels. It is comfortable, yet the foam is rigid enough to offer stability. It's not like walking on a cloud or anything, but it's just really comfortable, especially in comparison to all of the bricks I've been wearing. Oh my God, this is such a difference. And then yesterday, after the shoes I wore, I came home, and there were times, anytime that I sat down to rest, it was brutal when I stood up. We're not even talking to the point of limping. We're talking to the point of like almost incapacitated. Like I almost couldn't move just because of the foot pain was so bad. And then and the only solution was just to keep walking. So I wore those freaking bricks, the Adidas Alpha edges, and I wore those things pretty much all through the night, all through the day, and just kept my feet moving as much as I could, but it was brutal. And then this morning I woke up and it was bad. It was still very, very bad. And I stuck these shoes on, and I can tell you these shoes have allowed me, I guess, to get through the day. I still feel pain in this left foot. That's just an ongoing issue. It doesn't seem to, nothing I do seems to fix it, but these shoes at least dull the edge off of that pain. I like that the shoe design, you can see it flares out near the mid foot. Hey guys, I made it back in after 50 minutes, and wow, what a huge difference these shoes make. Man, there is just a transformative effect from basically probably the year 2020 on, because the React cushion is just it's great. Now look, I have tried a ton of great basketball shoes and running shoes featuring ZoomX, Boom Foam, a lot of stuff from New Balance. Just I've tried a lot of different foam combinations and stuff, and while this is an older foam technology, it is still extremely nice. I love it gives a feeling of rigidity and stability, and that probably has to do with that flared midfoot. However, it gives a great amount of responsiveness, which allowed me to pick up my speed quite a bit and do so comfortably without pain. That is fantastic, allowing me to pick up the pace pace, without kind of, with the other shoes, they were just rocks on feet. This is the first time where I was like, whoa, I've got some bounce in the step. So fantastic shoes. Definitely going to be part of my normal rotation. All right, thanks for stopping by. Later.